Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 451. You don't want nothing.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 5 now. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Lock. And Jennings has it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's got his tight end Fant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Here's Locke. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Packers nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lock's throw caught by Sutton, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 76 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Packers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Let's go now. 30 base. Don't get nervous. Shoot! Watch the shoot! He's crashing. Gone.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He wasn't ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the bell. It is not you.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Ready to break. 51 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Check. Crunch.
On first down, Lindsey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's what I
Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
8, read. Hey, lock it. 5.
On second down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Check, 47. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own. Seven.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own team.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A throw over the middle, taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hey, check smooth. Mike is a 50. Check
Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 76 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run by Lindsey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on third down. Lock. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On the ready. 55. Right here in the middle. 55. Check.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Looking deep for Jennings. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillandale. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check 30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Record.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
25.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The kick by McManus is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now it's Lindsey, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.